Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Free Coaching Friday. It's Friday, the 8th of June. My name is Kate Farrow. I am one of your Super Affiliate Network coaches, and I am so excited to be here with you. I had such a great time on my last couple of Free Coaching Fridays. I'm hoping that you're all going to join me, but I'm going to get started anyway. So the first thing I'm going to say, and if you're one of my students, I say this every time, or you're going to know this about me. My camera's up here. And I'm looking at me on my screen down here. And it freaks me out every time that my camera's here and I'm looking here and it doesn't look like I'm looking here, but I really am. So I'm going to try today to remember to look at my camera. But then it looks like I'm looking up. So I don't really know where I'm supposed to be looking. Anyway, that's just my thing. Freaks me out. Don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. With the whole camera looking at the screen thing, like, you know, whatever, where am I supposed to be looking? Hi, welcome to the call. So, remember to let me know where you're coming in from, all the hearts, likes, you know, all that stuff. If you're watching the replay, then please put hashtag replay, and let's get the comments really going, so that everybody has such a fantastic opportunity to watch this later on if they need to. So guys, today the topic of Free Coaching Friday is how valuable are you? Okay, I want you to just think about that for a second. And I want you to imagine this. Now, I am fairly certain that almost everybody in the Super Affiliate Network is going to be able to associate themselves with this in some way. So I want you to imagine this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and your alarm has just gone off and you snooze it. And it goes off again and you wake up and you're still too tired to start your day. So you snooze it again. Okay. And then it goes off and you jump out of bed and you're in a panic because now you're late. Happened to us all, right? So you get yourself ready, you get yourself to work, you deal with your emails, phone calls, meetings, clients, making notes of everything that you've done. Hi guys, welcome to the call. And you go home at the end of your day. So you have your commute home, you get home, you sort out the dinner, sort out the kids if you've got any, you know, sort out the cat and the dog, whatever it is that you've got. And then you collapse in a heap into bed later on. And then you do exactly the same thing the next day. And then the next day, and the next day. And there is nothing to inspire you. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing to make you feel excited about going to work. There's nothing to make you feel excited about your work life. It's the daily grind, and it's wearing you down. Guys, we've all been there. Every single one of us in the Super Affiliate Network has been there. And I guess by this time you're asking yourself, like, surely there is more to life. Isn't there? Like, isn't there more to life than this? Getting up in the morning, going to work, doing the work, coming home, sorting everything out, going to bed and repeat. There must be more to life than that. Well, of course there is. That's the good news. Of course there's more to life than that. So, how do you find it? You find it by realizing how valuable you are. So, after this coaching call, what I want each and every one of you to do is write yourself a list, and I'm going to take you through that in a minute. So you might have kind of got a theme by now that all of my Free Coaching Fridays, there's going to be some homework for you to do, and this is one of those as well. Okay, so you know, you have to find it. You have to discover how valuable you are, and you have to start treating yourself like the valuable person that you are, and like the person that has such an amazing amount of contribution to make to the world. You have to start treating yourself like that, because do you know what, guys? Each and every one of you is the most amazing, successful person. And I know that sometimes that's really difficult for you to believe, but it's absolutely true. You are amazing, successful people, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be here right now. Just think about that. Think about what it takes you to get up in the morning, get yourself dressed, get yourself to work, do your job, get yourself home, look after the house, manage the finances. You know, you've got through school and education and college and whatever system it is in the place that you live in the world. You've done that. You've done that. Every single one of you has done that. And you are an amazing and successful person. Okay, I really want you to grasp that, because you are. So why is it that we don't recognize that about ourselves? It's because we don't ever think about it. We don't ever think about it. So now's the time. Okay, here's your homework. So I want you to start to realize how valuable you are. And the way to do that is to take out your notebook and you're going to write yourself a list. Okay, now you're going to write what possessions you have. Okay, of course, this is about material things. Do you have a house, a car, you know, a wardrobe full of clothes, a television, DVD player, beautiful garden, whatever it is? Write it down. And I'm expecting you to have a list like this, okay? As long as your arm. Okay, and what have you done in your life to be able to create such a list? You have to have had some success. All that stuff doesn't come to an unsuccessful person, okay? So that's the first thing to do. And guys, I'm really sorry. I think my internet connection might be a little bit funny today. I'm seeing kind of the screen is going a bit like half, and, you know, so if I'm being interrupted, I absolutely apologize. Hopefully the recording will play absolutely pitch perfect. Anyway, now here's the real valuable stuff. This is the great stuff, okay? Once you've written about all your material things, I want you to write down, what do you have intellectually? Okay, what do you have intellectually? Now, it could be high school education, it could be college degree, it could be, you know, swimming certificates, it could be any kind of sporting achievement, it could be you're a master baker, you have successfully brought up 3 children. Drop in the comments some things that you've already achieved in your life. Drop them into the comments. I'd love to hear that. So what do you have intellectually? Then what do you have in your life that's meaningful? Friends, family, your car. Are you in love with your car? Lots of people are, you know, all that stuff. What do you have in your life that's meaningful? And then kind of as a offshoot from the last one, who are the important people in your life? Now, it might not be family. I don't know your circumstances, but who are the important people in your life? And I want you to include business people and personal people. Okay, so that's your homework to do after this call. Now, you will see that you have filled the page. Okay, if not, turned over the page and filled that side and then got another sheet of paper and done that too. And if you actually look at this, you will see what an amazing person that you are and what a huge amount you have to give and contribute to other people. You will see this. Okay, now, when things in your life aren't going quite so well, revisit the list. When you need a boost, revisit the list and add to the list. Every time something happens that's successful and that you achieve in your life, add it to the list. Let the list grow and use it to remind yourself of all the amazing things that you can do, the amazing things that you've been successful at, and remind yourself of the amazing person that you are. Okay? Use the list to propel you to the next level. Okay, that's what all of this is about. Every exercise that I give you is to help you to propel yourself to the next level. Okay, thank you, Bethany. You're a very important person in my life for sure. Okay, so once you've completed the exercise, you will see exactly how valuable you are, and you will know exactly how much you have to give to other people. Okay, have you all got that? You are amazing, and I love you. and you give me such fantastic value just looking at your posts and in our interactions when we're coaching together. You know, you are fantastic, amazing people, and you bring a huge amount of value to my life. I know that you don't think that you do, but you really, really do. Okay. So the next question is, do you treat yourself like the amazing and valuable person that you are? Do you? Be honest. I try to, but I don't always. In fact, quite a lot I don't. And the key to this, guys, is that if you don't treat yourself like the amazing and valuable person that you are, that's why you feel unsatisfied with life. Okay? That's why you feel like you're not achieving anything. You feel completely undervalued and you're stuck in a rut. It's because you yourself don't recognize what an amazing and valuable person that you are. Okay? So you need to make a change. Okay? You need to make a change. And here are a few things that you can do to start making the change. Okay, so number one, top of the list, love yourself. Okay, you need to remind yourself every single day how valuable you are. Don't compare yourself to other people, and love yourself for who you are and not who you think you should be or who other people think you should be. You are you. You are an amazing person. Love yourself for being the you and the amazing person that you are. Okay? Now, number two, appreciate yourself. Every single evening, write down 3 things that you did or didn't do that you are proud of about yourself. 3 things that you did or didn't do that day that you are proud of. Okay, appreciate the things that you do. Appreciate the value that you give to people, but also appreciate when you have stopped yourself from behaving in a way that you don't want to. Because guys, that's the hardest thing in the world to do, to just interrupt, you know, that split second when you want to lash out at somebody because you're irritated by them, or I don't know, when you want to be, I don't know, the coffee girl and she's made your coffee wrong, you know, and you want to call her something that you shouldn't really call her. And you stop yourself. Be proud of that. It's hard. It's a tough thing to do. Okay. Then seek out happiness. Okay. Seek out happiness. Do something every single day that makes you happy. Every single day. What makes you happy? Think about it and do something that makes you happy. Then, speak your mind. And I don't mean blasting somebody out. Okay? What I mean is tell people what's important to you. Tell people what you're passionate about. What your values are, how you feel about things, and what your dreams and aspirations are. Tell people about those things. Gemma, don't reach for the biscuits. Tell people about those things, because the more you put that into the universe, the more that it will come true. You'll attract it to you, okay? Then do the right thing. Okay, so this is number 5. Do the right thing. Now, doing what you believe to be right and doing what you believe to be the right thing always makes you feel better about yourself. Always. Okay? Guys, you know what's right and wrong. You know what your moral standing in the world. You know, what's the truth and what's not. And just do the right thing. Take that stand and do the right thing. You'll feel good about yourself. Number 6, stop your inner critic. That little voice in your head that goes on and on and on, has not a good word to say to you. It wakes you up at night. Remember, so think about the little voice. Okay. Now, the little voice in your head, everybody has one, is not your friend. Okay. The little voice in your head is not your friend. The little voice doesn't wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, whoa, you had a fantastic day. Aren't you amazing and brilliant? No, it doesn't. The little voice in your head wakes you up at 3 o'clock in the morning and says, oh my God, you're so rubbish. Why did you do that? We've got this to worry about, and this is causing lots of stress, and la 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 la, and la la la, no 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 no, it goes. The little voice in your head is not your friend. Okay? Stop your inner critic. Don't listen to it. We're all good at being self-critical and giving ourselves 50 lashes, everything that when something happens that doesn't go quite to plan. We all do it. And it isn't good for your sense of value and for your self-worth. Okay? It's okay to not be a perfectionist. And it's okay to not be perfect. It truly is. I have a big issue with that. But it's okay. All right? Now, next, number 7. And Shari, thank you for putting all the comments in. I was going to do that afterwards, but now I don't need to. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Number 7, learn. Turn every single mistake or failure into a learning experience. Every single one. When you want to learn something new, you have to stumble and fall along the way. My daughter is 19 months old. She falls over, she gets up. She falls over again, she gets up. And she keeps falling over, and she bumps her head, and she lands on her bottom. And she lands face down on her hands and knees. In fact, this morning, this is hilarious, and I shouldn't laugh. She has one of those little wooden walkers, and she doesn't need it anymore because she can walk, but she loves pushing it around the house. And our doorway thresholds are about half an inch thick, and she can't get the walker over the threshold. And what she does is she just pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes. And then she started crying. I was in the kitchen and I heard her pushing and pushing and pushing. So she keeps going, guys. She's got, commitment and dedication to what she wants to achieve. Anyway, and then I heard her not cry. She didn't cry, but I heard, the distressed, I'm not very happy noise. And she'd pushed so hard that she tipped the walker forward and she was sprawled across the top of the walker. Now, my point is that she kind of lay there flailing across the top of the walker and making mummy noises. And that was fine. And I went and I picked her up. And you know what? She did exactly the same again. She stood there by the threshold and she pushed and she pushed and she pushed. And she pushed and she pushed and she pushed until mummy came to help her. But the point is, guys, we have to make mistakes. And we have to fall along the way. And that's okay, as long as you learn from it. Okay, it's normal. It's how we grow. It's how we develop. So without putting yourself at risk and putting yourself out there, you stagnate. Okay, you do. You stagnate. And when you take the risk and you are successful or not, you are so proud of yourself for taking the chance in the first place. So just do it. Take the risk. Have a bet on yourself because you'll come out good at the end. I promise you, you will. Number 8, be you. Be you. Be authentic. So be real. Don't pretend that you're something that you're not. Be you. It is your greatest asset. People fall in love with you. People don't fall in love with the person that you're trying to be or that you think you should be or that somebody else thinks you should be. People fall in love with you. Be you. You're beautiful and perfect and amazing. Just the way you are. You don't have to be anything different. Okay? So who are you? Discover that for yourself. Who are you? And be to the rest of the world that person. Not the person that you think the rest of the world wants you to be. Okay? Now, number 9, embrace change. Embrace change. Okay? Life changes all the time. Every single day, something in your life changes, because today can't be the same as yesterday. And today will not be the same as tomorrow. Every single day, things in your life change. Get used to it. And if you're not used to it by now, why aren't you? Okay? Why aren't you? It might be frightening. I get that, because, you know, there are small changes and big changes. But you have done it so many times before. You should be an absolute dab hand at it by now. Okay? Recognize change for what it is. Change is a good thing. Change is what helps us evolve and develop. Okay? Now, number 10, create calm. However and whatever that means for you, create a space that is calm to be in. Now, this is my office. You can't see much of it, but there's a little bit of chaos behind me over there. But, you know, this space in front of me is clear and it's calm. And I've got some pictures on the wall and I look out into my beautiful garden and it makes me calm. So what do you need to create calm? And whatever it is, do it. Okay, you need to have some calm space. Number 11, copycat. So I'm sure every single one of you has seen this loads and loads of times when you've been, you know, looking at the other gurus and doing the mindset stuff. But this is really true, okay? You are the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So look at those people. Are they good for you or are they not so good for you? Do they motivate you? Do they inspire you? Do they give you strength? Do they do those things? So surround yourself with the people that give you those things, motivate you, inspire you, and give you strength, and the people who are having the success that you want. Sorry, something's just fallen off the bookshelf. Surround yourself with those people, because you will automatically pick up whatever it is that they're emanating, and that helps you to be successful like them. Okay? Now, number 12, last one. Take a moment. Just take a moment. Have some time to yourself. Be introspective. Do some reflection. Make a connection to whatever's out there. Whatever your belief is, just take some time to be with it. That could be spiritual, religious, or the universe. Whatever it is, take a moment to be with it. Ground yourself. Okay? It's good for you. Okay, so once you start believing that you are the most amazing and valuable person and that you can make a huge contribution to the world, your confidence increases alongside your self-belief. And that impacts on the whole of your life, not just your business life, not just your personal life. It impacts on every area of your life. Okay? And now I'm going to do a quick run through of why it's so important to recognize how valuable you are. Okay? Top of the list, life becomes easier when you stop beating yourself up about making mistakes for not being perfect. You tend to stop making dramas out of everything, or at least not quite so often. I'm a bit of a drama queen. I love a drama. But life is easier to live without the self-punishment and the 50 lashes. It's just easier. It's a nicer life to live. Okay? You have better emotional control. So without the continual need for validation or attention, you can be more in control of your emotions because you have less letdown and disappointment to deal with. Okay, so you don't have to be on the roller coaster of worrying about what people think about you, because you love yourself no matter what people think about you. no matter what, okay, you have better emotional control. There's less self-sabotage. Now, this actually, excuse me, this really links in with my free coaching Friday sessions that I did in April about limiting beliefs. So if you haven't watched those, go back and watch them. And I said it on those videos. In fact, all of the free coaching Friday sessions that have been done, this is episode 14. You've got 13 to watch if you haven't watched them already. Okay? They're amazing. Fantastic. You need to watch every single one. So, less self-sabotage. When you know how valuable you are, you've already started on working on the limiting beliefs that subconsciously or unconsciously lead you to hit the self-destruct button. Okay? And when you realize how valuable you are, you hit the self-destruct button much less often. You're an amazing person. You don't need to hit self-destruct. Okay? You'll be more attractive when you realize how valuable you are. So what I want you to do is think about, just for a moment, think about the opposite statement to the first sentence of the things that I've just said. Okay, so I said, life becomes easier, better emotional control, less self-sabotage. The opposite of those. Life's hard. Life's emotionally unstable, and life's self-destructive. Doesn't really paint a pretty picture. Not for anybody. Does it? I don't think so. So although you might not be at the extremes of these states, there will be an element of them in your life if your self-worth is poor. Okay? And that's just not attractive. It just isn't. Is it? I don't think so. So when you recognize how valuable you are, you can resolve some of those things, and you can resolve some of those things, and it makes you more attractive to be around in all your relationships, not just your personal ones. It makes you so much more attractive. And then the bottom line is you'll be happier. You'll be in the happy place, and that's where we all want to be. And when you love yourself, it allows you to be happy. Full stop. There's no greater thing than that, to be happy. So guys, that's it for today. I've got 3 minutes before my next coaching call is scheduled. So any quick questions, please drop them in the comments. If you have got value from this call, please drop it in the comments. Sherry has very, very kindly bullet pointed the whole thing for me. I was going to do that right now, but now I don't need to. Thank you so much, Sherry. I very, very much appreciate you doing that. Let me know comments, questions, hearts, likes, flowers. Share the video if you want to. And I will see you on my next Free Coaching Friday. I don't know when that's going to be. And I don't know who's up next week. So it might even be me again. You never know, you lucky old things. Anyway, guys, you've been great. Thank you for all the comments and the interaction. I've had a blast. Again, I love doing these Free Coaching Fridays with you. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all really, really soon. Bye.